Okay.
So, upon looking through my Star Wars videos, I realized I have reviewed the Clone Wars, all the seasons, all at once. Haven't reviewed Rebels yet, and we're already halfway through season 2, of which I have not seen anything to do with season 2, minus the trailer for part 2 of season 2, which was awesome! I want to see this season so bad. I will be buying it. I end up buying them all. So I know I'm just going to buy it. But anyway, going off topic here. So I thought I would review season 1 of Rebels. Now, a lot of people didn't like Clone Wars, apparently. Or I thought it was okay. But they're much more interested in Rebels than they are in the Clone Wars. They were much more interested in watching it. So after, just like I said, auto buying the first season, because that's what I do, and watching it, I've got to say it was okay. Yeah, actually it really wasn't that great. I don't understand why people are just so on board with this series. Honestly, it's like, what, 14 episodes long, so it's not that long. It's kind of a short first season. You have this boy named Ezra, who, you know, he's kind of the main character that we get introduced to in this series, who joins this band of rebels through shenanigans, and finds out that Kanan used to be is a Jedi. And so Kanan sees potential in Ezra and starts training him. All the while, you have them being pursued by the Inquisitor, which is a Force-using, non-Sith, but Force-using person who is with the Empire, and he has kind of a cool lightsaber or what have you. So, yeah. And you know, they're trying to start up something. They're trying to start up this, or this is the initial stages of the rebellion, what we'll see as the rebellion in episode 4. So it's tying in that way, as well as you get some characters from the original trilogy, you get some characters from, you know, the Clone Wars or what have you. But you got a whole bunch of new characters like Hera and Sabine and Kanan and Ezra, and I'm sure I'm missing some. But anyway, look, the series, as the season goes, it was fine. I do get what people were saying as far as it having the feel of the original trilogy, but I don't see it as much of a positive, because it just has kind of a campy feel to it. You know, it didn't feel the same at all from the Clone Wars. Not, you know, it felt definitely more disconnected from it. So I can understand that. They're both by the same person, Dave Filoni. You know, he's one of the creators on it, and he was one of the creators of the Clone Wars. So it does maintain that, and there are characters that come through from the Clone Wars and kind of build up even more so in this one. So it's not like they're ignoring that happened. Absolutely not. And Dave Filoni is a fan of both, of everything Star Wars, really. He's a fan of the original trilogy as well as the prequels. So, which is cool. Really cool to see that, because you don't normally see that. But he openly talks about that, so that's nice. And the animation, I don't want to say it's improved. It's been a little tweaked since they did the Clone Wars, which at that time the animation had expanded over the course of years too. It's more noticeable in the second season, especially in the trailer, because I saw a character who's changed. But I don't know. These episodes were they were okay, and the Inquisitor was kind of neat. I see what they're doing with Kanan, but at the same time, or not with Kanan, with Ezra, mind you. At the same time, there's just nothing that really stands out, and even after seeing the series, and I thought about doing a review for it right away, but even after seeing it, I thought back on it and I was like, I can't even remember what I really saw. So there's not a whole lot to stand out in this series, and it is the first series. Second series looks to be much better, particularly in the second half, so I'm looking forward to it. But as far as the first season goes, it did all right. You know, it didn't do bad. Just not as invested in it as I should have been. Not invested in the main characters like I was in the other one. To be fair, they were coming off of a movie, so I will absolutely grant you that. They were coming off the movie, so I had something. But yeah, there wasn't enough here until the end where I got interested. And I won't say why, but you know, the ending was definitely interesting. But yeah, overall, giving this a rating, I'm gonna give it a 5.8. Give it a 5.8 out of 10. Like I said, not bad. It's decent. Hopefully it'll be improved much more so. But that's my thoughts on it. Have you seen it? Will you see it? Go ahead and let me know in the comments. Hopefully you enjoy this. Click that like button, subscribe to my channel, watch my other vids. And if you haven't seen it and you're kind of on the fence, I would go ahead and watch these. I know the animation can throw people off, but the story, particularly with the Clone Wars, the story really kind of expands upon what we know in a way that it really brings a lot more depth to it, and it brings a lot more to it. This season might not have done that much for it, but I'm sure the other seasons will. So anyway, that's my thoughts on it. Like I said, hopefully you enjoy it, and until next time, peace.